Hey, what's up everybody? How we doing today? In this lesson we're going to look at blues chord tones. And what I mean by that is we're going to look at the notes in the minor pentatonic scale, the kind of typical one here, a lot of us know. And the notes in that scale, they're going to be in the chords that we're playing in a simple 3-chord blues. And now this doesn't just apply to blues, it can be other styles too, really anything. But the blues is a great template, just having the 3 chords and all, to just keep it simple and look at it that way. So what we're going to do is look at the first chord and say A blues. You know what chords we have? We have A, D, and E. So looking at that first chord, having the scale right here, from this position, what notes from this scale are in the chord? So we have A right here, E, A again, E, and A. So again, that's A right here on the 5th fret, E on the 7th fret, A string, A again on the 7th fret, D string, E on the 5th fret, B string, and A, 5th fret, E string. So those are the notes. These other ones in here are notes that are a little more tense, that are in the overall scale, but they're not in that chord. So these notes right here, they fit together real well. And if you look at the links down below, I've got tabs all for this stuff, and I've also got some backing tracks you can try playing along just in isolation, each of the chords, so you can really get a feel for how this stuff sounds against the chord. Now playing against the A, say we take this top one right here. If we really focus on this note and we make clear phrases, what's a musical phrase? But it's just like a sentence. You want to have a clear phrase, you want to have a break in between, because what happens when you're speaking, you have to take a breath at some point. But on guitar, we can just keep playing forever. So there's advantages to that, but sometimes disadvantages. Music can sound a little unnatural because we're just playing non-stop. So we want to work on having some more clear phrases, and a great way of doing that is by making sure you have a phrase that you end on one of these chord tones. And whatever you play in between, practically anything is going to sound okay as long as you end it nicely on one of those notes. So say we take this one to focus on. We have these other notes on these strings. So we're playing over this chord. No matter what I do, if I end on that, it's gonna sound pretty decent. You know, so if I end on this one, maybe sounds a little unresolved. It's got a lot of tension, and that might be something you're looking for. But if you want to wrap things up, make it sound nice, go into that chord tone. It's going to almost always work. So a good way to practice this is just to grab one note like this, play it along the backing track, and then start adding on some of the other notes. Maybe bring it down now here to this one. Maybe bring it down to the other one. And it's going to sound like you're playing with the chords and not just playing the scale kind of randomly. So we want to get used to that we're playing with the changes as they change. So the next chord in an A blues would be the D, or a D7. And the notes here are going to be this one right here, is also the same. But instead of this E, we now have a D. Back to the A here, another D, and another A on top. So you just gotta make sure you get familiar with those sounds. Try playing it along with the backing track. The same overall scale is going to work, but now the notes within them change of how they sound. So if, say we focus on maybe this D right here, we then have that we can kind of mess around with. And it's all going to sound nice and coherent. It's going to fit nicely with the chords. And now to look at the last one, we have the E, or an E7. And this one only actually has one note. It's just the root of that chord, the E itself. E right here, right here, here. And that means there's going to be a lot of other notes that are really tense, and that's fine because this chord in the progression has the most tension. So if you're soloing over it, has the most tension, again, you're matching the sound, you're matching kind of your environment, so that's what you want to do. It's perfect. So if you're coming along, this tense chord, going down. So I can actually give a quick demonstration of playing these chord tones, ending my phrases on them, and making it sound like I'm going to play through. I'll do just a turnaround. I'll do just this. So here we go. So you can still kind of hear I'm outlining those changes without actually playing any chord changes. And it all has to do with knowing and hearing where those chord tones are and hitting them. So a great way to practice them again is with the backing tracks. Just practice them in isolation and then work your way up to playing through an actual blues progression. So I hope that helps. Hope that gives your playing a little more shape and consistency. And yeah, check out the links below and check out more lessons and keep playing. Hope you do well.